no one would be guided. The question from Sharjah. Sister writes, Dear Dr. Bilal, if a woman's menses has stopped for many months, can you use contraception, that is the pill, to correct the hormone imbalance? Or should you be patient and wait until it starts up again naturally? Islam has no objection to using medical means to correct any kind of imbalances in our systems. So if the doctors, reliable doctors, prescribe these pills, whatever kind of pills, to correct this hormonal imbalance, then this is permissible. Similarly, though Islam, for example, forbids plastic surgery, where a person may go and change the shape of their face or their nose or their lips or their different parts of their body, they cut off things or add things, whatever, to make themselves look in a particular way, which is more desirable in the society. This is forbidden. And Islam is forbidden. Forbidden to do, or for a doctor who's a plastic surgeon to perform. Knowing people are coming for this purpose, it is forbidden for a Muslim doctor to do this. However, if a person had an accident, they got disfigured in the accident, to use the techniques of plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery, to correct these things is permissible. Or a child is born without an ear, or different disfigurations, cleft lip and palate and all these things, to amend, to fix these things are permissible. Islam doesn't say you must remain disfigured all your life, so because this happened to you, it was natural. No. It is permissible for you to correct what occurred in this manner. So using unnatural means is permissible where there is a medical need, but to do it for other than medical need, it is not permissible. A question from Dubai. Dear Dr. Bilal, what is the Islamic opinion on modern day cinemas? Are they considered haram? If so, why? Well, the cinema in and of itself is not haram. That is, to see a film, whether in a drive-in circumstance or a building circumstance, is not in and of itself haram. As long as the film itself is a censored film, which is not showing corrupt scenes, etc., etc., then it's not haram in terms of that content. But then in terms of the cinema itself, and if there's a place for women and a place for men, then this is, something which would be more acceptable Islamically. But if men and women are sitting all next to each other, etc., everybody's mixed up with everybody else, then this is where, and this is in the dark, because the cinemas don't function in the light, in the dark. This is a place now of fitna. This becomes a place of potential danger, because the people are mixed in a circumstance of darkness. This is where evil can easily manifest itself. So out of that danger that exists, the Islamic position would be that one should avoid such circumstances, where one is mixed up with people like this in the dark. Those circumstances should be avoided. Better, if you want to watch a particular film, which is censored, better to wait until it comes on the video and rent the video and watch it in the privacy of your home with your family. Another question from Dubai, Dr. Bilal Phillips. Is henna decoration on hands, or as decoration on hands, considered to be zina and thus haram? Regarding the decorating of the hands, and this is in light of the verse of the Quran in which Allah says for the women that they should cover themselves, pull their headscarves over their bosoms, and not show of their decoration, zina, except that which would naturally appear, that which is unavoidable. And the companion of the Prophet, Ibn Abbas, said that this refers to the face and the hands to the wrists. Now, the hands without any kind of decoration represent a part of their beauty which is permissible to be seen. Now, if they start to decorate it, the woman starts to wear cosmetics and things to enhance, to make themselves more attractive, lipstick and all these other things, nail polish and then the henna or whatever on the hands, etc. This now becomes forbidden in Islam. If she's going to do this, put these things on her hands, she's going for a wedding, whatever, she's doing it for a wedding, then it's better for her to wear gloves afterwards, because it will take some time for it to wear off her hands. So as not for her hands to become a means of drawing unnecessary attraction and attention to herself by males whom she may marry. Similarly, these things, cosmetics, etc., these may be worn in the home for family, parents, husband, but outside of the home, going out in this fashion is Islamically considered not permissible. There's a second question here. Sister writes, what about bracelets and finger rings, etc.? Normally, the garment that she's wearing should come and cover her bracelets. She may wear bracelets, but they should be covered. They shouldn't be all exposed on her arm and become a means of attraction again. And in terms of rings, where she's wearing the rings on her hand, the ring is normally going to, it's a part of the decoration of the hands. A ring is a hand decoration. And this part is going to be exposed normally. So if she's going to wear it and it's going to be attracting attention to her hands again, she should wear gloves unless she's wearing it in her home and in the privacy of her family. Especially, where rings normally that are worn by women, etc. These rings tend to have some sort of, decoration and beautiful design, etc., etc. All of it is for attraction. And this is not a necessary attraction or part of her beauty which she cannot avoid displaying. Question written from Al-Ain. Dear Dr. Bilal, could you please answer the following questions? Is it okay to use perfume which contains alcohol? Most of the modern perfumes that are produced in Europe, etc., they contain alcohol in them. And we know in Islam that alcohol is forbidden. So this is why the reader or the writer is asking this question. However, we should keep in mind that it is forbidden to drink alcohol because of the intoxication which comes with it. This is what is forbidden. Secondly, if we are to consider, well, it is najis, some people say it is polluted, it defiles our bodies, it is considered filth. It's referred to in the Quran as rijis and similar terms. I would respond that the alcohol is referred to in these terms along with gambling, along with idols. And no one says that gambling is filthy. In other words, if you've gambled, you've become polluted. Or if you're touched an idol, where you touch an idol, you're polluted. No. So the pollution which is referred to here in the Quran, when speaking of alcohol, it is internal. It pollutes the soul. It destroys the relationship with oneself, between oneself and God. So this is why it is filth from Satan. It's filth in that sense. A third point, which should be mentioned, is that the alcohol, which may even be used medically to clean wounds, etc., and that's used in perfumes, etc., this kind of alcohol is not the normal drinking alcohol. People drink this and they become blind. You know, it's not the normal drinking alcohol. So simply because something is classified scientifically, chemically as alcohol, it doesn't automatically mean that it is the alcohol which is prohibited for us. So taking these points into account, I would conclude that it is permissible to use perfumes which do contain alcohol. Of course, to take ones which don't is better. You know, to avoid even this gray area which is somewhat, you're somewhat unsure about, better. If there is on the market available things without alcohol, then why not? But to do so, there, inshallah, is no harm. Second question, is it makruh to sleep before Isha? To go to sleep before Isha, is it disliked in Islam? If one is tired, one should do so. It's recorded in the traditions that the companions of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, after Maghrib, they used to wait in the masjid until Isha, and they used to sit in the masjid and fall asleep. They could be heard snoring. So if it was something which was disliked and not permitted, then the companions of the Prophet would not have done that. May God's peace and blessings be upon him, and may God be pleased with them. So we can only say that, of course, to go in the sense of just going to bed, with creating a situation where you may not get up to pray Isha, this is not permissible, disliked in Islam. However, if one does so out of tiredness, wants to remove the tiredness, Prophet Muhammad told us we should not go stand for prayer if we're tired. If we find ourselves sleepy, tired, better to take a rest, whether it's 15 minutes, half an hour, or an hour, whatever, and set an alarm clock, get up and then pray. It is better. This is what we should do rather than stand there praying and our minds are elsewhere. With that, dear viewers, I'd like to thank you for being with us on the program. I hope that you will continue to watch the programs as they unfold over the coming months. And if you would like to write in your questions, you may do so to me, Dr. Bilal Phillips, Sharjah TV, P.O. Box 111, Sharjah, or you may call me in Dubai at the Islamic Information Center, 358190. Thank you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.